Howdy amateurs, and welcome to this first episode in my Zombies for Amateurs series. Today, we're taking a look at the game mode as a whole. I'll get to nerd out a bit over why I like it, and introduce to you some of the basic principles of the game. There's quite a bit of information here, but if you are new to the game mode, this is a really good way to get a foundation. If you take nothing else away, just get a feel for how the game is felt as it was originally and how it slowly evolved, so you can figure out just where you want to jump in. Treyarch Call of Duty Zombies started years ago as a side project, a little game mode you unlocked after beating the campaign of World at War. Nacht der Untoten, German for Night of the Undead, had a few doors to buy, a mystery box, a single wonder weapon, no perks, no pack-a-punch, and no Easter eggs or tasks of any kind to complete. The gameplay was simple. You survived as many rounds as you could. Killing zombies gets more points. Points equals buying doors and weapons. If you are lucky, zombies drop power-ups, or drops as they're commonly referred to, and the mystery box gives you stronger weapons. There is no winning. The rounds get higher, the zombie health gets higher, and the number of zombies, they get higher. But in the end, you eventually lose. But people really liked this. So the game makers, they capitalized and started making more maps, and expanding not only the size, but the gameplay mechanics. In those early days, they didn't have time or budget to give as they do now. Here is a short version of the list for maps, as they add more and more mechanics. My source is the Call of Duty wiki, if you want to go read for yourself. The next map, Verruckt, added lots of things you see today. The need for power, perks, a box that moved, traps, and really fast zombies. Shino Numa added the earliest form of getting to one place to another faster, the light to find the box, hellhound rounds, and a guaranteed max ammo. Probably most importantly, had the earliest appearances of the four most popular characters, Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Takeo Masaki, and Edward Richtofen. Durice added the pack-a-punch machine, and almost as important, in order to pack-a-punch, you would need to complete a task which opened the door for longer Easter egg quests that Zombies is known for today. Now, mechanics come a little less sparingly, so while most every map had its own flavor and its own elements it added, I'm going to skim over specific maps and just talk about major gameplay changes. We're getting into the Black Ops 1 era of Zombies. 5 added, most importantly, the addition of adding parts to traps, opening the door for Zombies buildables. Ascension added perks, Stamina, and PhD Flopper. Call of the Dead added Deadshot Daiquiri as a perk, but then there was the Moon. It added Mule Kick as a perk. Oh, and one of the main characters, Richtofen, takes over the zombies from Samantha and you blow up the earth. Yeah, that happens. Black Ops 2. Mom of the Dead is a fan favorite Alcatraz map with a popular single crew appearance, with a really interesting change. 2 wonder weapons could be gotten free through a quest. This will drastically change zombies down the line, making it where you can get the wonder weapons by quest rather than by chance with the box. Mom of the Dead also added a new perk, Electric Cherry. It also had an interesting gameplay mechanic, Afterlife, which is reused later in a different map, called by a different name, but we'll get to that later. Origins is possibly the most well-liked map, as the original crew with several buildable wonder weapons, and from this point on pretty much defines the quest-style map. Now Black Ops 3. Each of the maps didn't add anything very unique by themselves. Most of the changes they all did at the same time. One of those things is special weapons that are different from wonder weapons. They all were very Easter egg centric, and they all had shields that were buildable that had abilities. Oh, and Black Ops 3 starts boss fights and zombies. Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 features a whole new Zombies universe alongside the previous one, Black Ops 4 also has wonder weapons more easily achieved through quests, shields that are better defined as weapons and tools, also having more to do with the Easter eggs than even Black Ops 3 did, spawning in with special weapons, a whole different perk system, a whole different point system, as well as the story end of the original Zombies universe. Cold War Zombies goes back to the original Zombies with its own twists. Perks like from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3, but with a different cost system, free quest-based wonder weapons, easier, more casual, accessible Easter eggs, and the ability to exfil from the map at rounds at multiples of 5 after round 10, so you can have an end without being doomed to a guaranteed death. Wow, that was a lot, and that was just gameplay centric. Well, I hope you as a viewer now have a better idea of the in and outs Zombies as a whole. The short of it is to approach each map depending on what game it is from. Then on an individual basis, as the need arises, decide if you want to go for Easter eggs. And if you need to make friends, or have several players to do this, or if you want to just survive as long as possible, what tools or handicaps you want at your disposal. But why play any of these games? Most anyone who plays these falls into two parties, the high rounders and the Easter eggers, as I would call them. I don't know if anyone actually calls those people that. I myself tend to enjoy Easter egg hunting, but do enjoy hopping on with friends and trying to live as long as possible from now and again. I really like that in the later games, the ability to get the wonder weapons through quests rather than luck out of the box means I can learn about a map and be successful through learning. It is very rewarding to me. It's the same itch that the popular Legend of Zelda series scratches. Make yourself as strong as possible to achieve an end. But it is more similar to that of a repetitive arcade game. Yeah, some of those have ends, but most of the time it's repetitive gameplay that improves as you get better, to get as high as a possible round as you can. But the games became so rich that it takes quite a bit to become too repetitive. Long enough for the next experience to come out, at least. Howdy, this is my first attempt at an outro. Well, I took this video a couple times, but, for a video, my first proper attempt at an outro. What I really wanted to do is say thanks for making it this far. This is my second ever YouTube video, and I'm really enjoying making them, because right now I don't have an audience. I'm just doing them for myself. Long term, the goal is to, add to the community of, all the communities that I've used over the years, but right now this is benefiting the Zombies COD community. I've been watching, YouTubers do this game for years now, so trying to give back a little bit. And also, I've learned so much about video editing and audio engineering, and I've really enjoyed it. So thanks for everyone who's supporting me right now. Most of the people watching this as I post it, most of the people watching this are just, friends of mine who don't really play the game. But this is where I ask for a like and a subscribe. I don't really like asking for a like and subscribe, but people forget to do it when your content's so good that they get swept away. So thanks, like and subscribe.